Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it, and I'll do my best to answer those questions as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. This weekend, you have a chance to get rid of unused medicine. The Marquette Police Department is hosting a DEA take-back event on Saturday. You can bring all your unused medication to the police station where officers will safely get rid of them. Marquette police say getting prescription medication out of your home helps prevent opioid and prescription drug abuse, accidental poisonings, and overdoses.
Over the last few years, we've averaged about 500 pounds of medications that we've turned back over to the DEA for proper destruction. And with that, it just makes us feel good that we're getting some pills, medications, and stuff out of people's houses and maybe out of the wrong hands too, and get them disposed of properly.
The DEA Take-Back event is this Saturday from 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon at the Marquette City Police Department. And you have been asking us how are sentences decided after offenders are convicted and what's being done to keep criminals off the streets. TV6's Justin Van't Hoff spoke to a judge, prosecutor, and detective to uncover some answers and along the way discovered an unsettling statistic.
In August of this year, a sting operation took place in Forsyth Township where officers posed as minors to catch adults soliciting them for sex. 7 men from the UP were arrested. In July, a similar sting caught 3 Houghton County men trying to do the same. What's in common with these 2 operations? They both took place completely online. Marquette County Sheriff's Office Lieutenant Detective Jason Hart says these undercover stings teach law enforcement valuable lessons.
Communication has become far more easy, and we can communicate with anybody. These crimes, what they teach us is there are no boundaries when it comes to committing a sexually motivated crime.
According to the Michigan State Police, 63% of total reported sexually motivated crimes in the state involve minors. Michigan also has nearly twice as many sexually motivated crimes as the national average, according to the 2022 crime report by the MSP. That is why Hart says law enforcement takes a proactive approach.
Unfortunately, with a lot of the sexually motivated crimes, a lot of those investigations are reactive, which means that we are conducting an investigation after a victim has reported the crime. An investigation like this or an operation like this actually gives us the opportunity to take the fight to the offender's doorstep and proactively pursue these individuals before they have the opportunity to commit another crime.
Hart says in sting operations where an undercover officer is posing as a minor, the goal is to get criminals on the radar of law enforcement.
Generally, it seems that some people might believe that because we arrest these people before they have the opportunity to commit a crime, that there hasn't necessarily been a crime committed. However, we need to be aware that lots of times these individuals that are communicating online to meet minor children, they've committed these crimes in the past.
Judge Christopher Ninamia serves in the 41st Circuit Court, which covers Dickinson, Iron, and Menominee counties. He agrees that even if a sexual assault did not occur, there is always a victim.
Because people do throw that around. It's a victimless crime. It's people looking at videos and photographs on the internet. No one's being harmed by that. But that's really not true at all, because someone is making that material. Someone is harming that child in the process of producing that type of material.
In fact, Marquette County Prosecutor Matt Weesey says many who are arrested in child sex crime sting operations had previously offended.
Recently, I prosecuted a person for child sexually abusive material who I believe previously had preyed upon a child. And so I think those crimes are insidious, and that there's really no way to stop somebody from having those types of thoughts or whatever it is that caused them to want to do that type of thing.
The story doesn't end here. In tomorrow night's follow-up, I will tell you how these criminals get sentenced and what goes into a plea agreement. Justin Van't Hoff, TV6 Investigates.
Thank you, Justin. And a charity event to support sex-trafficked women is coming to the UP. The UP Human Trafficking Task Force Sorry, let's get the right video in there for you. The UP Trafficking Task Force is hosting 3 nights of hope. Participants will hear Leslie King tell her story of recovery from years of sex traffic enslavement, including forced trips to the UP during deer season. Proceeds from the event will support the opening of Sacred Beginnings UP, the first transitional home for sex-trafficked women in the UP. Organizers say the event will be an opportunity to learn about the need for these homes in Upper Michigan.
The biggest thing is we're hoping to make really quality connections between employers and students so that they can get to know each other. Sometimes it's hard to find the right candidates for the right opportunities when you're not able to meet in person.
Sorry about that. Looks like my video cut out on me, but we'll just move on to our next story. Where 3 nights today, the 56th, it looks like my script is also a little messed up. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties tonight. But thank you for holding on while we get our next story ready. And you can celebrate the spooky holiday weekend with local bands in Marquette. Nomad will be hosting its 2nd annual Halloween concert at the Northern Center Ballrooms. The night will feature bands like Passed Out Curbside, and the headliner will be a surf rock band called Spooky Mansion. The Nomad Community Outreach Coordinator encourages students to wear a costume and come check it out.
Our new thing was going to be to have a Halloween concert every year, so this is kind of our 2nd run at that, and we're having it this Saturday. Starting at 8 p.m. is when the music starts, and people are encouraged to come in costume. We're going to have a costume contest and a photo booth and some really cool bands playing here.
Tickets are free for NMU students and $10 for the general public. And students from Nice Community Schools are preparing for their 3rd annual Haunted Trail. It started as a project for 8th graders at Aspen Ridge. The students built about 3 miles of trails over the course of 3 years. For Halloween, the students and volunteers will host the Zombie Ridge Haunted Trail Walk as a fundraiser for the West End Trails.
Let's just get people outside. This will be a lot of fun. I have no theatrical experience, nor do the kids. They come from all shapes and sizes and backgrounds, and we really just get into character for 2 nights out of the week and offer the community a really good experience.
The Zombie Ridge Haunted Trail fundraiser is this Friday and Saturday from 6 to 9 at night. The cost is just a $10 donation or $25 for a family. And finally tonight, things are going to be a little spooky at the downtown Marquette Farmers Market this weekend. The Farmers Market is hosting Trick or Treat at the market on Saturday. Families can wear their costumes to the market and visit vendors for some trick-or-treating. Vendors will also have a host of fall produce available. This will also be the last outdoor farmers market of the season. Organizers say people usually have fun with their costumes at the market.
I'm always surprised by the creativity. It's just a good time to get together, get a little weird, have fun, and still get on with your Saturday morning routine, but in a fun way.
Trick or Treat at the market will be this Saturday from 9 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon at the Marquette Commons. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night where I'll be here in the same place at the same time. That's 8/7 Central Time with a recap of tomorrow's headlines. Thank you all for bearing with me tonight through some of those technical difficulties we had earlier. If you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We would love to hear from you with your story ideas. Thank you again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a good rest of your night.